Hello guys, we are here with
Ralph Stutz.
and you just
Got top 16 at YCS Utrecht.
nice, very nice. What did you play?
I played pure Sky Striker.
Okay, let's jump into it.
So just normal ratios: free Ray, free Ash, free Ogre. I think it's like the main standard hand traps. I first played with free Reapers in the main, but after the ban list I thought like it's not necessary anymore because Goki got hit and like a really loud player just went away from the deck, so I changed it up to these hand traps.
It was like the right decision, right? Goki was very unrepresented.
Yeah, like Goki was like under 75 players played it, so it was like even rogue. So that's some crazy stuff after a ban list. I still think it's really good, but I think you need some of the balls to play it still. For the rest of the engine, the best Pot of Greed card in this deck. Free Widow Anchor, free Field Spell. We need to play that for the consistency because we lost some consistency with the drone hit and the terraforming hit. 2 multi-roll. It's really good against the mirror match and all the guys and all back row decks because they cannot respond. 1 Afterburner, 1 Jamming Wave, 1 Shark Cannon, 1 drone, only 1 Eagle Booster. Yeah, I saw some people play 3 or 2 of it. I think in the next event when it's a heavy pure Sky Striker meta, I'm gonna play like 2 or 3 because it's really good in the mirror match. On Hercules base, it's good to get to use some draws against Scapegoats and other decks. Yeah, that's for the normal Sky Striker spells. And Free Shed Right was a meta call because I expected a lot of mirror matches and it's really broken in the mirror match. Sometimes it wins you on its own. Free Twin Twister and free MST. That's something I discussed with some colleagues, like with Keon and Khan from United Ghosts. It was really nice, and because they expected a lot of Sky Strikers and True Dracos, and that really helped me to build my deck against True Draco also, because it was like the second most played deck at the event. So
really?
Yeah, like really a lot of True Dracos, and these cards would help me against them. And I never faced one. That's somehow strange, but they would definitely help against that deck. Also against all the guys in the mirror match. 2 called, it's still a good card, and it's on 2. It's at 2. It dashes sometimes the Ash. It calls sometimes the Ash, I'm sorry, and other hand traps, and also in the mirror match array. Or like against all the guys you can call by the grave the target for the Reborn trap. So we stop the float.
Nice.
2 terraforming for consistency. You can just play 2 because it's on 2. And 1 Rota. I didn't play Upstart Goblin. I didn't want to play 41 Upstart. I know Upstart is like an extra card in the grave as well, but you already struggle with the damage now without the OTK combo, which was played before with the Ekachis Magician and the 2 Mermaids. So you don't put every time a lot of damage, so the 1000 can make some difference. So next I'm going to show the extra. It's just a token. Free Kagari, free Shizuku, 2 Hayate. Hayate is really good. It helps the deck with the consistency. 1 Topologic Bomber Dragon, 1 Boral Sword Dragon, 1 Triple Burst Dragon. A lot of those dragon cards. It's like really good. It negates the effects in the damage step. It helps you in the mirror match or against, like if you attack over in Metal Seek or something, so they don't get their Faker. And in the next main phase, you can tribute it away to reborn your reborn 1 level 1 link 2 or lower monster, so like your engine monsters, so you can keep playing.
Nice synergy.
1 Ningirsu gets away from not targetable stuff like Cosmo Dark Destroyer, which is on 2 now. 1 Reaper target Isolde because of Goki. 1 Phoenix because of back row, and 1 Clara because against all the guys, if they like really main the village engine, you have like a main extra deck out to it. So I also saw that in the OCG when I was there and played it, and I really liked it, so I played it here too.
Did you summon a lot of Link monsters besides the Sky Striker ones?
Like Phoenix and Triple Burst and Boral Sword a lot. And yeah, that's it. So you don't really summon a lot of other monsters because it stops your engine or stops your monster float with your Ray and Link monsters from the deck.
Okay.
So next is side deck. I mentioned the Reaper target. I also play Reaper for it. 2 bells. I really like that card. I wasn't sure. I was before cutting it and exchanging for the one of Impermanence. I want to play the Impermanence because I saw a lot of Rays in the hero decks. Like a lot of people liked it, and I thought like it's one of YCS. A lot of people just pick up a deck to play Yu-Gi again, and that would be heroes. I assumed like the Nature Beast Dark Law, and you don't have an out against Nature Beast, so like Ogre is an out, but with Dark Law next to it, you don't have an out. And so so I played 1, so just for the feeling somehow. It also won me a game against Crusadia because I brought them out, and then I realized I just played it once.
Okay.
So 3 evenly, because if you go second, you could punish people, which just puts too much pressure on the board. Yeah, and against Spectro Rogue, it's really a good card. 2 Heavy Dust Tornado. So really good. Blows up 2 cards. You don't have to discard. It's good when you go first against backrow decks or like decks to play anti-spell or like Village.
Did you set these in the mirror match?
When I went first, I side them in because you don't have to discard. Sometimes it's nice to discard, but it's also good to keep the card advantage without discarding and destroying 2 cards from your opponent. Yeah, so
doesn't it bother you that it isn't a spell?
Sometimes it bothers me, but if you blow up 2 cards from your opponent, you're in a bigger advantage. If you blow up the multi-roll or like the 2 cards you have with multi-roll and banish it, it's also really nice.
I see.
So yeah, no, you play a lot of other spells to get them into the grave. And 3 Minecraft if you go first, if they want to evenly you or like just Minecraft some cards which some decks search a lot. So it's also really good. So,
okay. Yeah. What were your matchups in the whole tournament? It was a very long tournament.
Yeah,
12 Swiss rounds.
Yeah, it was really long. I played against 1 Crusadia, 3 Altar Guys, 2 to 3 Magnite Invoked, Sky Striker, like remix somehow. I also played against 1 Trickstar, Sky Striker, and the rest was all mirror matches. I didn't face any True Draco, even if it was the second most played deck. I think they did they even top them? I'm not sure, but they got a low cut from the top, I guess. Yeah, because it was 2 against evenly and all back row hits, so they don't have boss monsters anymore. So yeah,
okay, nice. Were you happy with the deck? Would you change any ratios, any cards?
I think it would change. Like I said, if it's going to be a heavy Sky Striker pure meta, I'm going to put more Eagle Booster in it. Also, somehow I missed how can I say, the Nightmare Unicorn. Like I didn't miss it on my place, but when I saw the feature match, like it gets Burning Abyss, how they out of the bear trees easily and just put for damage, that would be nice too. So yeah, so that's the things I guess I would change. Other things like side deck and everything was like really almost perfect. With Thunder Dragons coming into the meta, I'm not sure how the deck will change because they have like a boss monster which you cannot search cards, so you need to play something like Desires or Impermanence to stop that card, or like Desires into like Anchor to make your plays. So perhaps that's going to change the build a little up how much it is played.
Okay.
In Europe.
Cool. So, any shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to Team G.Y.M. They also helped me to prepare for with the deck and test a lot with it. Also shout out to Card Market, our sponsor. And as I said before, shout out to United Ghosts, to Kian and Kang. They helped me to build the deck and got me some important informations about the meta, because like in Switzerland it's always the same problem. We just see the Swiss meta, and they also gave me a big view into the meta which Germany plays or what Germany normally plays. So that really helped a lot, because in Switzerland we wouldn't even expected some True Dracos, because like almost no one plays True Dracos in Switzerland. It's like really Goki heavy format here, so yeah.
Okay, cool. What's the next event you will attend?
The next event I will attend is YCS in Japan.
Really?
I go to both YCSs. So it's like a game 1 tournament. So I'm not sure how it's going to end, but I think it's going to be somehow strange, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's going to be awesome.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Guys, thank you and enjoy.